Dexter McKinley here, and I'm with Coldwell Banker Real Estate Consultant. And I want to talk for just a few minutes about what we see happening in the real estate market here in Tri-Cities, Washington. And so what we have been seeing going on for the past for the past year, we have been seeing a low inventory. Right now, in the past month, we have been seeing nothing but 160, 70 homes on the market with active, with about 800 to 900 home pending per month. So we see that it's a very low market, with active homes, and we have a lot of buyers who are already willing and able to purchase. But what I wanted to talk to you about mostly is that, while sellers are hurting, buyers are hurting. And this is why most people might be like, Dexter, what do you mean that, buyers are hurting, sellers are hurting? Well, let's talk about the buyers, for example. And then we're going to talk about how, we can, how some sellers wasn't buyers, some of the buyers' shoes, and how if some sellers was in the buyer's shoes right now, what would Jesus do? Is WW, what would J do? WWJD, WJD, what would Jesus do? And so let's talk about that. Right now, what we see in the marketplace right now, we see low interest rate, which buyer are trying to take advantage of, and there are no homes on the market and for them to choose from, and homes or, any homes that they like, or you can see multiple offers are being submitted to this home, which basically get them bidding out, and then price are driving up by 20, 30,000. And so, and we see sellers over here who wanting to move, but, they are not able to move because they don't know if they are going to be able to find a house. So that equity they have in their homes, they are not able to sell and then, give the buyer the opportunity to take the advantage of the low interest rate to move into that home. And so, we see this thing going on right now, which basically bring the next thing that I want to touch on. What's going to happen? Are we going to be in a drought of home? Are we going to have new ground breaks for new constructions? As we've been seeing, new construction is what been, kind of taking over the market, about 65% of the market, we can see it's new construction. So with that being said, that's kind of what we have going on right now in the Tri-Cities real estate market. For me, as a real estate consultant, my advice would be now, if you are someone who's relocating, this is a great market for you. And, if you are a seller, let's sit down and talk about how you can take advantage of this, current seller's market. But if you are a buyer and you have a real estate consultant who's representing you, who's working for you and trying to help you find a home, the best way I can say to go about that is really meet with these agents who are your real estate consultant. Meet with them in the office and have them show you the facts, the numbers, which is what you want to see and know about. You don't care about nothing else but the numbers. How much does your home is worth? How many homes are on the market? What can I put on? How much can I put an offer on a property? How much over can I put an offer on a property? Me being a buyer, and a seller, how much over price can we really go in the real estate market like this? So there are a lot to talk about. I can sit here and just tell you about all the different things that we need to talk about, where buyers can take advantage, where sellers can take advantage. But, the best way to do that is really we need to meet in the office and then actually ask you some of your questions that, really important to you, because this is a large investment and it's your investment. And so we need to make sure that, we meet in the office and then go over the most important things to you and prioritize them. So with that being said, I am your real estate consultant here, Dexter McKinley, and I have been in the business, since 2013, but officially been licensed since, 2015, and been working and helping buyers and sellers. And so if you are a buyer as opposed to a seller, and looking to, for real estate assistance here in the Tri-City, I'm more than happy to sit down with you and have a conversation to see if a win-win working relationship can be created. Right now, I can guess it. You know, the interest rate is very low. You know, we can say conventional is about at 2.9%, 2.97 probably to be exact. And then you have VA, I believe, yeah, you have VA probably at 2.87, and then, you know, 2.92, maybe 2.95. And then you have FHAs at 2.75, you know, 2.8, you know, and then you have, you know, FHA. And so with that being said, you know, if you want to know more about the real estate processing system, you know, if you're a buyer, I have created a buyer's packet, you know, to go over the process